And in breaking news coming in from India, where an intrusion by Chinese troops led to clashes between troops of both the countries, Indian Army foiled the attempt, which happened 3 days back. Now, India and Chinese troops clashed in Nakula in Sikkim last week after PLA tried to intrude. Injuries have been reported on both the sides. The clash comes amidst the 9th round of military talks between India and China. These have lasted for nearly 16 hours. Once again, just to inform our viewers, in breaking news coming in from India, there has been an intrusion by Chinese troops led to clashes between troops of both the countries. Between China and India, Indian Army foiled the attempt, which happened 3 days back. Now, it's important to note here that this happens between the 9th round of talks between the two sides. Indian and Chinese troops clashed at Nakula in Sikkim last week after PLA tried to intrude. India is currently in a standoff with China, as of course we have covered earlier as well. And this lasted for nearly 16 hours. In the latest clash, Nakula comes even as Indian and Chinese troops are already engaged in border standoff, like we just mentioned, in eastern Ladakh. On your screens, you can see Indian and Chinese troop clash at the Nakula after PLA's attempt at intrusion once again. Now, these are reports of fresh physical brawling have taken place between Indian and Chinese troops this time at Nakula and Sikkim. This is thousands of kilometers away from the ongoing standoff at the line of actual control in eastern Ladakh. Now, as per reports, the clash took place 3 days ago last week when the troops of People's Liberation Party attempted to intrude inside Indian territory. The Indian Army troops foiled the intrusion bid and physical clashes then ensued, in which soldiers from both sides were reported to be injured. As per sources, no firearms were used during these clashes. The situation is reported to be under control as of now. But it has to be noted that the standoff started at several locations in eastern Ladakh back in May and April, as we've already reported on. And this is the latest in Nakula and Sikkim. And for more on this, we are being joined by our principal diplomatic correspondent, Siddhant Sibal. Siddhant, what can you tell us about the situation on ground?
Well, as of now, we are all waiting for the official word from the Indian Army. There is no word from the Indian Army, but sources have confirmed that an incident took place on Friday when the Chinese tried to intrude in North Sikkim area. And the development, it comes at a time when both sides have been engaging in conversation. In fact, the 9th round of India-China military talks got over today at 2:30 a.m. And we know that the briefing from the Indian side, the China study group still has to meet. But even before this meeting was to take place, the news came that this incident happened on Friday. And it comes at a time when the Chinese forces are trying to increased tension not only with India but also with Taiwan. We saw over the weekend how the Chinese forces intruded into the Taiwanese airspace.
Yes, Siddhant, as we just mentioned, the timing of this is very important. This just comes days before the 9th round of military talks. What can you tell us about the talks and how do you assess the situation?
Well, the situation clearly points out to one thing, that is an aggressive China trying to change the situation on the ground unilaterally, not only with India but with other countries in the region. A very, very aggressive China. 2020 was the year that changed the dynamics between New Delhi and Beijing with the Galwan incident, the incident in which 20 Indian soldiers died because of aggressive actions by the Chinese forces. There were, of course, casualties on the Chinese side as well, but we know that China has not come out with any figure. So by and large, an increasingly aggressive China in 2021 as well. And the incident coming at a time when we have seen a change of guard in Washington as well. So perhaps the Chinese are trying to test the tempers or the nerves of the new president of the United States and trying to increase heat with Taipei and New Delhi.
And as we just mentioned that physical clashes then ensued, do we have any reports of injuries and how many people were injured on both the sides? Do we know anything about that yet?
Well, as of now, we are waiting for the official word from the Indian Army. What the Indian Army release is expected to tell are the things which you are asking. Everyone is waiting, in fact, because nobody as of now knows what exactly happened on the ground, how many were injured from the Chinese side and from the Indian side. But everyone will, of course, will be also keenly awaiting how the situation turned. Given the fact that both sides were engaging in conversation, we know that Eastern Ladakh has become a theater in terms of Chinese side trying to increase the pressure on the Indian side. But this development coming in the eastern sector, the eastern command, particularly when it comes to Sikkim, because Sikkim is a place where the international border between India and China is defined. Unlike in Eastern Ladakh, where it is line of actual control, the border is not defined. So in Sikkim, where the border is defined, this incident has happened. The Chinese side tried to intrude into the Indian side, and then of course they were thwarted. And of course the situation as of now, what we have been told by sources, is that the situation right now is calm.
All right, Siddhant, what do you think, what can you tell us about China's agenda here? This is happening when talks have already been going on, and yesterday just the 9th round of talks were on for about 16 hours. Why do you think that this is still continuing to happen? Why have the talks failed to yield any results? What do you think is the reason for that?
Well, talks exactly haven't failed to yield results, because the talks have just been concluded few hours ago. It got over at 2:30 a.m. So what usually happens by protocol whenever there is a conversation between the Indian side and the Chinese side, the China Study Group, it has the Indian External Affairs Minister, the Indian Defense Minister, the NSA. It is briefed about the conversation which happened during these talks, and then of course the Indian side takes a call what to do after these talks. If a proposal has been given by the Chinese side, whether to take the proposal or not, and also why these conversations take so long. It is usually 10 hours, 12 hours, 15 hours. In this case, almost more than 15 hours. This is primarily because of the conversation translation issue, because there is a translation which happens from Chinese to English and English back to Chinese. So it takes considerable time, and that is why these conversations are lengthy. But if you look at the actual course of conversation, they only last, if you take the translation part apart, it will only last for 5 hours or 6 hours. So by and large, the incident coming at a time when talks were happening between the two sides is something that will raise eyebrows when it comes to New Delhi. But that has been what the Chinese have been indulging up to, trying to create a situation, trying to create tense situation on the ground, and then of course blaming the other side, whether it's with India, whether it's with other countries. We know the examples, so many examples of 2020 with Japanese over Senkaku Island, with the Australians, the trade spat, with the Canadians, the trade spat. So we are seeing an increasingly aggressive China that does not believe in international rules-based order, which is trying to change the rules-based order established after 1940s, and now trying to establish its own China-centric rules-based order. We know the allies China has countries like Pakistan and North Korea, and of course this is a news that Pakistan will be keenly watching, given the fact that how the Pakistanis have been, in a sense, tracking all the development. We know that the Indian officials have been talking about the two-front problems which India can face, both by the Pakistani side, by the Chinese side. And of course, we have seen how Pakistan has become a colony of sort for China in terms of the mega infrastructure project, the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor.
Siddhant, just stay with us once again to inform our viewers. In breaking news coming in from India, where an intrusion by Chinese troops led to clashes between troops of both the countries. Indian Army foiled the attempt, which happened 3 days back. Indian and Chinese troops clashed at Nakula in Sikkim, and after the PLA tried to intrude. And injuries have been reported on both the sides. The clash comes amidst the 9th round of military talks between India and China, which lasted for nearly 16 hours. The latest clash in Nakula comes even as Indian and Chinese troops are engaged in border standoff in eastern Ladakh. India and China have been at loggerheads since May last year. 20 Indian soldiers who died in Galwan after Chinese army had launched an aggressive action. China did not disclose the number of casualties on its side, though as per US intel reports, it suggests that China had suffered 35 plus casualties, and the two sides have already held 8 rounds of talks on various levels, and just yesterday it completed the 9th round of talks over this. India has asked for complete disengagement on various points of friction. And once again, Siddhant, coming back to you, what do you think China stands to gain at this point when they have already been engaged in talks?
Well, what China stands to gain is something that only Chinese can say, but what if we look at the actions taken by the Chinese government in past 1 hour, it shows that an increasingly aggressive China, which is perhaps believing that its time has come and in trying to create a China-centric world order. But what China has ultimately ended in achieving is a very anti-China sentiment, especially here in India. The feeling against China here in India is very anti in terms of the national mood. We know that the Indian External Affairs Minister has many times, at many occasions, highlighted how the mood has completely changed against China. In fact, it has surpassed the feeling against Pakistan in the country, which of course is because of the Chinese policies itself. But largely, we know it's just not India, but globally as well. We know that global capitals, when it comes to the issues which are being talked about, it is the aggressive policies of China. In fact, the US President has spoken to many of his counterparts after taking charge. And if you look at his conversations with the British Prime Minister and the French President, which has taken place in last 48 hours or so, we have seen the key focus of the conversation has been on China. The readout by the White House has mentioned China as one of the key focus areas, and it looks like that 2021 will be a year where we could see perhaps a more aggressive China trying to change the situation on the ground unilaterally and trying to undermine the world order, the global multilateral world order.
All right, Siddhant, of course the situation in Sikkim is tense right now. What do we know about the situation on ground, and what are the measures that we can expect now?
Well, when it comes to Sikkim, what sources are saying, the situation is calm now. The situation is under control, and usually the protocol is whenever situation like this develop, there have been in past as well. There have been brawls, there has been other incidences as well. But this incident is significant primarily because it is coming at a time when both sides have been engaged in conversation, and we know the relationship between Beijing and New Delhi haven't been doing so well. So if we talk about the protocol usually is, if there is a misunderstanding, both sides pick up the call. There are hotlines established at the border, whether it's the eastern middle sector or the western sector, and they talk to each other and try to sort out the differences. And in this case, exactly the same thing it looks like has happened. But we never know how Chinese might react later on. We know that how the standoff continues at the line of actual control in eastern Ladakh, despite being peak of winters there, the Pangong Lake frozen to the core. We know the Chinese have maintained their position. We know one of the key points of conversation during the talks was an early disengagement. India reiterated its stance on early disengagement by the Chinese, but the Chinese haven't done so, and that is something that is perturbing New Delhi. It looks like the Chinese are not going to disengage very soon. What New Delhi wants is that the Chinese side disengage from finger 4 to finger 8 of the north bank of the Pangong Lake, but the Chinese aren't moving.
Okay. All right, Siddhant, thank you so much for joining us with all those details. We will continue to track this very closely. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.